If you've got chairs that are coming loose at the joints, it's time to call in the doctor. If you have any bar stools or chairs around your home, sooner or later they're going to get wobbly. And it doesn't matter if they're chairs that you've built yourself or ones that you've purchased, it's gonna happen. So you're gonna have to fix them. And how do you do that? Well, we've got the magic potion right here. It's this Chair Doctor glue. And let me explain to you how it works. It's a low viscosity glue, which basically just means that it's watery, so it'll wick into crevices and the space between the joint. And what it does is actually works its way into the joint and swells the end grain so it locks the wood fibers together. And as it swells, it also creates a bond with the glue, so once it's dry, it holds real tight. Now you can buy the glue separately, but it's also available in this kit, which is the Chair Doctor Glue Pro. The kit comes with a syringe and 3 needles with different size tips so that you can inject the glue in between the mortise and the tenon, and that way the glue will work its way into the mortise and give you a good strong joint. So I've got a stool here that has a couple of loose joints, and I thought we'd use that so that you can see how this kit works. So you can see this joint here is completely come unglued. And this is actually a good candidate for the Chair Doctor Pro, because I should be able to take one of those needle tips and just get right in there between the mortise and the tenon to squirt a little glue in there. I'm gonna set this up on its side and get it all in position, and then we'll see how that works. I've placed a spreader clamp on the stool to pull that joint apart a little bit. And I've got the finest tip on the end of the syringe, so that should allow me to get right down in there in between that mortise and tenon and squirt in a little glue. To fill the syringe, just pull out the end and squirt some glue in there. This glue is very watery, as you can see. Put that back in. And I'll just work that tip down in there and squirt the glue in. I'll just pull off this spreader. You can see it makes quite a mess, but fortunately the glue cleans up easily with a damp cloth. And it does dry clear as well. So now I'll just stand this back up and put a clamp on it to hold that secure while the glue sets up. It sets up fairly quickly, so you want to make sure and get it clamped in position. It'll dry in about an hour and can be put back into use after 24 hours. Now this chair has a loose spindle, but as you can see, when you lift it up, there's just not enough of a gap to get even the smallest needle down in there. So what I'm going to do in this case is just use a drill with a 1/16 inch drill bit, and I'll drill a small hole at the base of that spindle. I'll drill one actually on either side, and one hole I'll use to squirt some glue in. The other hole will act as a relief hole to allow air to escape. As you're squirting the glue in, the air has a place to go. Now with those holes drilled, I'll insert the needle into one side and inject the glue. Just wipe off that excess glue. Then it's just a matter of setting it aside and letting it dry. Just a couple more points to mention. Once you're done, make sure to wash out the syringe really well so you don't have any glue that dries up inside the needle tips. And the Chair Doctor Pro comes with a bottle of glue that is enough to repair many, many chairs. But if you end up using the glue, you can buy replacement bottles and just continue to use the same syringe. So there you have it. That's the Chair Doctor Pro. It's available at the Woodsmith store. You can order yours by clicking on the link in the description below. And to receive more information on new tools, tips, and techniques, be sure to sign up for our e-notes by going to thewoodsmithstore.com. And just so you don't miss anything, be sure to click on the button below to subscribe to our Woodsmith Store YouTube channel.